Yeah, g'day, I'm Josh, and yeah, just won the Repowering with Yamaha competition. And this is my boat, she's about to get a whole lot better, and yeah, I'm stoked. Well, I was on the way to my son's first swimming lessons actually, and yeah, got a phone call. If you're driving, you best pull over because you've got something to tell you. And then immediately the heart started racing. I was, oh, what's this going to be? I knew I'd entered the competition, and yeah, they announced, or said, yeah, I'd won, which was unreal. Both me, my wife and baby, we were all buzzing. It was real exciting. It was, I don't know, I can only liken it to winning lotto, I suppose. Yeah, it was awesome. I've got a Johnson 70 on there at the moment and a Yamaha 8 horse. We're going to get rid of both of those. They're both 2-strokes, and we're going to put a 4-stroke 70 horse Yamaha on there. Yeah, she's pretty bad. Chews through the gas, doesn't start every time, blows a whole lot of smoke in the water and leaves an oily residue on top. Yeah, pretty rough going, there's not a lot of power there, so getting to the fishing spot takes a while, and it's a bit embarrassing when you're out there with mates or seeing other boaties on the water that know you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Craig from Turangi Marine. Myself and my wife are the owners of this business, and we have been here for 11 years. Yeah, we're pretty proud of it. Being born and raised in Turangi, it's been an amazing place to grow up. I quite often get the question, you know, what do you do with your spare time, Craig? And it's been quite an easy kind of answer. Trout fishing capital of the world was Turangi's iconic name going back into the 80s. We've got skiing, I'm quite a keen snow skier, snowboarder. There's not a lot that you can't do in this area, and met a lot of really cool people that come here by nature to holiday because it is a neat place to come and escape.
Oh, Turangi, yeah, it's an amazing place. I don't know why I stayed away for so long, sort of. The grass is always greener on the other side, and when you're growing up in a town you don't really appreciate it for what it is until you've seen some other places. But yeah, coming back here, yeah, couldn't think of a better place really. We've got the lake here, we've got the river for fishing as well, the kaimanawas for a bit of hunting, and the mountains out there for a bit of skiing as well. The sort of adventures you can have are pretty endless. It's a great area to live in. Yes, I'm a plumber, gas fitter, drain layer by trade. And as all tradies in New Zealand are at the moment, we're pretty busy. In my spare time, I'd love to get out for a fish. Well, I do a bit out of Kawhia on the fishing charters there. Well, I want to get into the harbour fishing this summer in this boat and build myself up to going over the bar, but they reckon they'll be following me over the bar with the new motor on. Bought the boat ready for a holiday we had planned with the family. We were heading to Coromandel, just our first sort of family holiday away together. We were hoping to get out and do some fishing, so I was watching the market pretty closely, and this one popped up, albeit a bit rough and older. It was in my price range, and figured, yeah, gotta go for it. So get out on the water, and yeah, we got out there, got fishing, caught some fish, and she wouldn't start. So then the trouble started. Yeah, primed her and gave her another try. She still didn't want to start, so popped the spark plugs out. I thought maybe I'd flooded it, gave them a clean, they all looked good, but putting them back in, still didn't start, and eventually the battery died, and luckily I had a jump starter on board and gave that a try, but the motor still wouldn't start, so yeah, had to call on Coast Guard, and their nearest vessel was about 3 hours away. And yeah, that was going to prove a bit of an expense given my membership had expired the month before, which I wasn't aware about until, yeah, they told me. So yeah, we started waving the life jackets out and sort of trying to get other boaties' attention, and luckily enough we did. So we got towed back to shore and managed to cancel the Coast Guard before they sent us a bill. And yeah, that was about the end of our fishing for the holiday.
What we have here is a Ramco 5-metre fisherman, early 90s, with a 1990 well-used 70 horsepower 2-stroke Johnson. And coupled up with that is a 8 horsepower Yamaha, which is probably the best part of the boat at the moment, and obviously is using as his plan B, because this thing here has well and truly expired its useful life. There's a lot of corrosion starting around these bottom pans, around the split line on the gearbox. Down here you can see the power trim and tilt motor with the good old classic corrosion happening all around it. The paint is flaking. There's a typical problem right there. The motor might still keep running, but you're not going to be able to tilt the motor. You probably won't get back on the trailer, and it will require quite an expensive repair to keep that going. Even if you do repair that, the cost could be quite expensive, but not only that, you've still got an old engine.
Yeah, so the local dealership, they've been great to deal with so far. They're real informative, keeping me in the loop and kind of talking through all the ins and outs of what's involved. It's, yeah, been great. Craig's in the Coast Guard. Is really involved in the community. They do a lot, and yeah, they employ a fair few people, so it's great to be able to support them going forward, having a Yamaha on the back, going to the local Yamaha dealer. It was something I was already thinking about doing, is putting a new motor on the boat, having a repower. The boat itself, yeah, she's a beauty. Doesn't leak a drop, which is awesome, given my last boat leaked about 20 litres an hour, I think I'd put it down to. So the fishing trips are pretty short. Now I can stay out all day. But yeah, the back end was lacking a little bit and needed something to happen there. Getting a repower, it's going to change the boating experience completely. I'm going to be able to take the auxiliary off the side and have the boat sitting a whole lot more flat in the water, and yeah, have some real power there so I can get to the fishing spots a lot quicker, make the most of my spare time because there's not a lot of it. And just the reliability, yeah, it's going to change things completely. I don't have to make sure I've got the rest of the day spare after heading out for a fish. I can kind of just sneak out for a couple hours in the morning before work and know I'm going to get back in time for work. The new engine's going to open up a lot more of the lake to me. Yeah, I'll be able to go further on my 20 litre tote tank. It'll get me sort of to the other side of the lake, which is where a lot of people do like to fish. So yeah, I'd love to get over there and try those places out. New 70, I'm expecting it to take off a whole lot quicker, start up a whole lot easier without the cloud of smoke suffocate us. Yeah, haven't really been on a boat with a 4-stroke, so it's a little hard for me to know what to expect, but I don't think it can get much worse. So I think there'll be a change all over the boat really. Sounds like there's going to be some new dials that actually work on the dash. The throttle that's falling apart is probably going to be replaced, and we'll have a brand new shiny Yamaha on the back, a grey one to match the colour of the boat. With the new motor on the back, all repowered with a new 4-stroke, I'm going to have a lot more confidence in the boat, and with that kind of stretch my personal limits out into the ocean and start off with a bit of harbour fishing, which I haven't done before, and try to get into some good snapper and whatever else you find in the harbour, and then hopefully eventually stretch out over the bars and get into the open ocean, chase some kingies, and you never know, maybe a marlin one day.